welcome. It's Viola here. How you doing? I wanted to quickly go through your web presence here and talk about a couple of your competitors and then see what I could possibly help you with, right? So for starters, we already talked about your website, so we know about that, but you still have a you still have a footprint with Google, right? And that goes to show that once you put something in Google and Google collects the information, it doesn't just go away, right? So let's talk about that. When somebody goes to Google and they type in roof repair, Beaufort, Georgia, for example, the first thing we see are the Google paid ads, obviously, and a lot of people do bypass that for different reasons, whether it be ad blockers or whatever the case is. But then these top three companies in this section right here, which is what we call the map pack, has everything to do with your business name, address, and phone number listed throughout different directories across the World Wide Web. Now, when I say directories, I'm talking about like Yext, Yellow Pages, White Pages, even Instagram, Facebook, Angie. Like all of these are different directories, aka citations that you can have your business listed into. But the strategy to win here is to find out exactly how many citations does a top competitor have. So the Roofing HQ, how many do they have for, let's say they have 120. You want to get at least 220 so you know that you're outranking them month after month, because you and I both know if we click on this link right here, it's going to take us to about 10 more pages of other businesses that are doing the same thing in the same areas, and nobody goes past page 1 for anything. So you want to you pretty much want to rank in these top 3. Then you have this section down here, the organic section. I don't really care about Angie's List or Yelp or the BBB, right? But I noticed that this company right here is ranking on the first page for, and they look like they kind of do one of the things that you do. I know you're a full renovation company, but let's take a look at their site and see exactly what it is that they're doing. Okay, so very straightforward, right? No frills, straight to the point. But I want to look at how much content they have on here, because you want to outrank them with content, because that has a lot to do with why they're ranking. So let's see. So a video in there. Looks like they have about roughly a little under 1,000 words of content on the homepage. So I would suggest you add at least 1,500 words of authoritative content to your homepage when you do build out your website, right? And in that content, there needs to be specific keywords that you want to be ranking for. So if there's going to be various cities that you're going to serve, then maybe on the front page, you're not going to just scream out that you're the roofing contractor in Beaufort, but that does need to be on the page that we're going to rank, right? So whatever that page is, if you're going to have service pages, etc., then, you know, for Bethlehem and for Monroe and for Athens, etc., then we want to make sure that we have each page screams out exactly what it is and the location, because the more you have this on your business, on that page, the more Google is going to be willing to put you higher up in the search results when it comes to someone searching for that particular keyword. So speaking of which, let's hop over to this tool that I use called RS. It just lets me see the back end of a website and what's going on with it. This is that same company, and the first thing you see essentially is a UR, and the UR is a trust flow from Google, and the DR is a power flow from Google, and both of these numbers are increased by something called a backlink. All a backlink simply is an endorsement from another company that has a clickable link on it. And when somebody clicks on that link from that website, it takes them to your site, and it in turn passes trust and power over to your site. So obviously this is clickable. I can see what's working for them and how it could work for you. But I want to talk about some of these keywords, because this is what you want to get ahead of when you relaunch your site. So roofing Beaufort, Georgia. This is telling us that, sorry, I didn't mean to click that. This is telling us that 70 people are looking for this keyword on a monthly basis. This company is in the number 3 position for that keyword, and they get 10 calls per month just from this one keyword. And then you have roofers, Beaufort, Georgia, totally different keyword. 70 people look for that per month. They're in the number 4 position for that, and they get 9 calls per month just from this one keyword. And the list goes on and on and on, right? So you see how this is kind of hyper focused around Beaufort, Georgia. That's kind of what you want to do. But understand that once you have these on your site, the more people that are able to find your site is pretty much going to turn into more people that's going to call you, and then turn into more deals that you're going to be able to land, right? So keep in mind, this can be done for whatever area you want to service. So for example, if you decided, hey, I'm going to also do roofing in Duluth, because I know Duluth is within that 30-mile radius of Bethlehem, right? So the same strategy applies, right? We see the Google ads. Then there's a totally different top 3 in the map pack, and that's because they have citations that are hyper focused around this particular keyword, right? Then you go down and we see Angie's List again, but that page in Angie's List is what's ranking. And then you have Clark Brothers, and let's see, I think I pulled up the Roof Clinic because they're ranking. So let's take a look at their site, see how much words of content you need to have on your Duluth page when you get it ranking, or when you get your site up and running. All right, looks like they got a little bit more. Looks like they got over 1,000. So I would say about 2,000 words of content on that. Now notice something. Look at this. You see the Roof Clinic is located on Buford Highway in Sugar Hill. However, this page is ranking for Duluth, Georgia. You see what I was just expressing? It's because of the focus, how they're hyper focused on the city for this particular page, even though they're located somewhere else. So you could do this for your business too and outrank them if you add at least 2,000 words of authoritative content. And then let's just go ahead and take a look at this company in that same tool. They're ranking for 30 keywords for that page alone. And look at this, roofing, Duluth, Georgia. 100 people look for that keyword on a monthly basis. They're in the number 6 position, and they get 8 calls per month for that one keyword. You see that? So this is pretty much the strategy. It just keeps going on and on. This could be done for whatever areas, whatever services. And remember, this is only roofing. I didn't touch on all the other services that you guys offer at Alpha and Omega. So again, Adam, it was a pleasure chatting with you yesterday, and I really, really hope you found this video helpful. I hope that you're able to put it to use. Right now, you're currently being found on Google for this particular location right here, and I think you kind of want to move the needle more to here, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it is where it needs to be. Either way, let's chat. Okay, I look forward and I welcome your call, and I hope you found this helpful. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon.